All right, now a shalom unto the hopeful elect out there. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well, and much peace and mercy unto the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. It's the brother Ayat coming back at you through the spirit. This is going to be a quick hit, man. I just wanted to put it on wax, man. Of course, man, we push these videos into you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, known as the chosen people of God. You know what I mean? Always got to put that out there, you know. But I just wanted to speak on something that took place a little while ago, man. I was heading home, and I took a lift, and the Lyft driver, he was actually an Egyptian guy, right? He's from Egypt, basically, right? And he was asking me political questions and things of that nature, man. But for the most part, he did most of the talking, man. And for us brothers that are in the truth, we know a lot, you know what I mean, humbly speaking, but we play dumb sometimes, you know what I mean, just to see where other people's minds is, basically, right? So he was asking me basically, how did Trump? I mean, Slovakia. He was asking me how did Biden win Arizona when Biden didn't make any trips out here to Arizona, during his campaign. And I was just saying, maybe people in Arizona is just so fed up with Trump that they picked they picked anybody that was not named Trump, basically. You know what I mean? But that carried on to other things, man. So he was saying basically he's from Egypt, and I was telling him, I asked him, I said, what is it like out there in Egypt compared to here in America, And he was basically saying that the way the imagery is pushed on the television speaks volumes. Basically, he was talking about the 9/11 situation when once you deem someone a terrorist or anything like that, you the people that you deem as terrorists, they get certain treatment, basically. Because he said that when he first got to America, this is right around the 9/11. He said somebody asked him, "Hey, where are you from?" And he said, "I'm from Egypt." And somebody told him, "Hey, go back to your country," you know, um, just based on the fact that the talk is about these other nations coming here and being terrorists and causing trouble. So someone told him that go back to his country, right? So uh, so then I was like, okay, so how is it out there in Egypt? He said this, man. Uh, he said in Egypt, people will most likely welcome you no matter who you are, especially if you're spending money. That's what he said. But he said once a country or any dictator says anything negative about that country, he says the Egyptians, I'm just phrasing it because he's from Egypt. He said that once someone says anything negative about the Egyptians or their country, he says the whole country is in uproar over whoever's talking that stuff, basically, right? So he said at the time when Hillary Trump was running against Bill Clinton. I mean, it's like Hillary Clinton was running against Donald Trump. He said that he did not want Hillary Clinton to win because he found out about the leaked emails and basically she was talking reckless about his country or looking to bring war against his country or some of that nature, right? The point is, long story short, the point is, he said when that took place, he said all the people of his country hated Americans. So you gotta hear that term again. He said all the people of his country hated Americans. So you gotta understand, man, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, he he already has a heavy tab to deal with. You know what I mean? He has further the affliction of the Most High's chosen people. He's polluting the earth. He's just going around doing genetically modified organisms. Um, he's doing so many things, man. And also, man, he's also has these other nations angry as well. And basically all the people that are here in America, these other countries are hating every single person based on the things that America does. You know what I mean? So just putting that out there, man. That's why it's important to depart, depart, man, away from the ways of America and things of that nature. You know what I mean? You don't, this ain't our country. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is how we speak. This ain't our country. This is just a place that we're dwelling in during this captivity. You know what I mean? We know our homeland is in Israel. You know what I mean? So just putting that out there, but I just want to bring out something too. Let me grab this precept really quick. Right, so you have America, man, especially with Trump. The way Trump talks, he be saying, if that country knows what's best, they better stay down. You know what I mean? He boasts and speaks against the whole country. It's telling him that telling countries he'll wipe them out within hours and things of that nature. That boastful talk that basically has the countries hating America and basically hating Americans. So man, it's just I'm trying to think of how to word it, but it's a very sticky situation to be in for the so-called Americans. You know what I mean? While people here are talking about vote Trump and Biden or whoever, these other countries hate you. You know what I mean? And when the green light happens, when they get a chance, man, it's gonna be all out chaos. Like the scriptures tell you about in Book of Matthew, nation against nation. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see these things taking place. And you're hearing this just from the words from the mouth of another heathen, basically. So I just want to grab this really quick. This is Proverbs 16 and I believe it's 18. It says, Proverbs 16 and 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And the so-called white man is very, very proud, man. And that proudness is going to come with a price. You see what I'm saying? Or, the proudness that they have is a pride of they cannot be touched. Like I touched that in the scriptures, man. I think it said, I sit no widow, basically. Talking about here in America, man, they feel like who shall bring me down? You know what I mean? And that's the boastful spirit that they have. It says a haughty spirit before a fall, and their spirit is very haughty, and it's gonna fall, man, and it's gonna fall by the hands of all these nations. You know what I mean? And you just go down the list, basically, from all the way from Russia to China to North Korea, Iran. I'm just trying to think of some more nations, man. But everybody, man, especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we want vengeance as well. So, I'm just sitting here listening to the so-called Egypt man talk, man, and it's just he didn't have any good things to say about you guys' sweet America here. You see. Slocking. Let me get back into the scriptures, man. So let me grab this scripture because another thing he said too was he said how much sense does it make to have a president be basically going into Republican or Democrat? How much sense does it make to have the American people basically in division, having to pick a side? He said it should be one. It shouldn't be a Republican or Democratic. He said it shouldn't be either of those things as far as a leader is concerned. You know what I mean? If you want the whole people, all the people coming together and backing him full force. He said, man, it's such confusion here. Now that's the words out of the heathen man's mouth. And we know Babylon means confusion, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. See, the Heavenly Father got this plan out really good, really lovely. And I wasn't going to speak on any scriptures to him, but I was thinking to myself, man, that goes also into the Egyptian hating the Egyptian, because yeah, they both the so-called same nation, the so-called Edomites, but with that Republican Democratic, that causes division. You see what I'm saying? So they thought that was a good idea, and they boasted that type of stuff, but that stuff's coming back to bite them. You see, it says Isaiah 19:2. I will set up the Egyptians against the Egyptians, right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother, right, man? I was just seeing a video recently, man. You got Edomites going at each other, man, based on who they voted for, and Republican and Democrat. We see this taking place right before our eyes, right? And everyone against his neighbor, right? So back in the no, I'm not even going to say how long ago in the past where maybe they were all at peace with each other, you know what I mean? But no, man, it's turning up, like that's that new lingo, right? It says city against city and kingdom against kingdom. So right, it is city against city, which some cities are voted Republican vote, some cities are Democratic vote, and then kingdom against kingdom at the end of the day, man, because that's what it's going to lead to. Because all this confusion, these other countries are going to see, okay, that America is like in a days kind of in a dazed and confused state, which, okay, it's a perfect time to attack them. You see what I'm saying? So that's just going to happen eventually, man, because everybody, let's not forget that these other nations are still arming up, still upgrading their missiles and things of that nature, and they all are trying to see how fast their missiles can reach America. That's definitely not forget about that. So this is supposed to be a quick hit, so I don't want to make it too long, man. And let me see. And that's through the spirit, man, because this is right here in New York City, right here. This was just 4 months ago, and the people here, the same niggas that was a couple years ago was happy about picking their nominees, or Republic or Democratic, is burning their own flag, man. Just letting you know, man. Hey, this is the outcome of sweet America. Fire, man, fire. You see, that's beautiful, man. That's it goes back into what's that, Malachi 1:4. That it should burn as an oven. You see, so that's all through the spirit, man. So it was just crazy, man. Taking that lift right home and listening to a heathen speak from that point of view, man. He sees that Babylon is confusion. With this Democratic Republican shit, got these people divided. And then also he's saying that, the way that America acts, it reflects around the world. It reflects on the people. You see what I'm saying? So, that's going to be tough, for a so-called American to try to flee here and think they're going to be okay and safe and sound when they go to another country. He said, man, they ask you, hey, are you American? And if you say, yeah, man, hey, niggas might have you be on your head about that, you see? So, and the Most High is just playing it out beautifully, joining with the so-called white man is going to get you into a whole heap of trouble, upon levels, man. This is his kingdom, and people are looking for the downfall of this kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, just take heed. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. And until next time, hey, shalom.